Hi everyone, VJose32 back again with another What's on Deck. And let's talk about what's going on. First of all, let's get started with Kickstarter. New on Kickstarter, sort of new, the Aves playing cards from Lux Playing Cards. Basically a new version of their previous Aves deck. There's another Bicycle Aves, and then there's this unbranded Aves deck. It has a black tuck case, but it's not black cards, as far as I know. And from what I can tell, designed by Karina Ibatova, they've sold out the previous ones. From what I can tell, here you see the back design. It's gotten worse. It's got a lot more white space, which is ridiculous. It was perfect the way it was. It was as good as it could be the way it was, and now they got all this white space. And then there's lots of white space on the faces. Suit indicators would have filled up some of that, but they decided not to do that. The faces, they look the same as the previous version, from what I can tell. And I can't see any differences with the black tuck case other than it's just a black tuck case. The perspective, as they call it. Here's the original back design. You see it fills up the back really nicely. And they decided to eliminate some of this excess and go back to the original back design with a massive, white space. And it just really doesn't do much for me. With the minimal amount of changes and the going back to the original horrible back design, I'm definitely not in on this one. Right now, it is 69% funded, 15 days to go. It should make it. Moving along, Hand Seals Playing Cards, which is kind of a weird name. This is from Anthony Chanut, his first project. It's 17% funded, 24 days to go. I do not see it hitting 12,000 euros. The back design is okay. It's inspired, obviously, by Fontaines and whatnot. It's basically an HS. The faces, at least there's some effort into them. There's custom pips. And they have, as you can see right here, they have improved the court cards a bit, simplified them a bit, really. That's all it is they've recolored them, simplified them. And it's possible they're bored from Smoking Mirrors or some of the older some of the older NLC decks. I don't know. It could just be bored from somewhere else, but they're definitely not completely standard. It's not like they just did nothing with them. And the color is okay. It's reprinted by USPC apparently. And you can tell right away this is a cardist based on all the pictures. And blah blah. Is it gonna happen? Like I said, I don't think it's gonna hit 12,000 euros at this rate, but anything can happen. And plus it's the time of the year where everyone's busy with family, everyone's spending money on Christmas gifts, and they're not spending it on Kickstarter. For the most part. Moving along. Zombie Playing Cards by David Puddlewitz St. Albans. And it is currently 4% funded, 56 days to go. As soon as I saw this one and I saw that it said 59 days to go and it's a 60-day project, I knew it was not going to be good. I have yet to see any projects that are 60-day length projects that are actually good and that have actually funded that I can recall. Usually when you see a project that's 60 days, 59 days left, it's like, okay, it's crap. If it needs that much time to fund, you know it's going to struggle, it's going to be an uphill battle, and it's going to suck. And this one pretty much sucks. You see, this is what you see. You see the box, and they've added an image. Here's a zombie court card. It doesn't really look much different than something we might have seen before from one of the bicycle zombie fight decks or whatever. They have decided to make things worse, to customize their suits. So they got spades, axes, heads, and brains instead of the standard suits because nobody likes standard suits. Give me a break. I mean, every time somebody tries to do something with a different suit, it fails horribly. The back design is a horrible one-way back design that screams zombie deck. It's from the Vampire Society Playing Card Company. Go figure. And here's your court cards. Then not good at all. I'm glad to see some pictures though, because before there was no pictures whatsoever. Now they've actually added pictures, and they're just not exciting. And I mean, for goodness sake, it's Christmas time. Who wants a zombie deck at Christmas time? Why not launch this in, like, I don't know, October? Anyway, I don't think it's gonna happen. It's only a $3,000 goal, and it's got lots of time. We'll see how it goes, but I don't think it's gonna do well. Moving along, Infinite Collision playing cards from Casimir. His first project hasn't even bothered to back any. It's doing quite well. It's already funded, although I'm not pledging for it right now. The back design is somewhat reminiscent of the MailChimp playing cards. It's interesting that all the cards are actually illustrated by different artists. 55 independent Bulgarian artists. See some of these down here. And I just wasn't overly excited. I'm not a huge fan of these, cards, these decks where there's a different artist per card. And these are just weird, as you can see. And the back design that you see right there, again, reminds me of the MailChimps. The colors and everything. And then it's just, it's 52 different pieces of art, or 55 different pieces of art on every card. And it's not like it's the most usable deck of cards or anything. Naked Women, check that out. Then there's this other one that's a darker color, the black one. There's a blue one. Why do they call it blue when it's red? It confuses me. How can you call that blue when the main color is red? I know it's red on blue, but it's red. That's just weird. And that is that for that one. Like I said, I'm not hugely interested in it. Moving along. Eglo playing cards. This one is currently 22% funded, 21 days to go. Looking for $4,000. They haven't even hit 1,000. I don't see it happening. It's a glow-in-the-dark deck. Wait a minute. Randy Butterfield already did this with Midnight Cards, with his bowling-themed deck, the Cosmic Lanes. And it was much cooler, much funner. And at the same time, it did not handle very well. And it's a glow-in-the-dark deck. How many people are going to play cards in the dark? That one was nice. I didn't mind it. But this is not so nice. It's okay. The back design isn't bad. The faces are not good. They're just very simple, as you can see. And it's not like it hasn't been done before. And apparently there's a his and hers deck. Male and female version. Good grief. Court cards are just not good. They're just too simple. The Joker is kind of cool. And the Toker. There's a Joker and a Toker. I guess you have to be high to play with these cards. But anyways, it's just weird. It's not going to happen at this rate. And it's going to be produced by Noir Arts if it does get funded. Next up, Game Party by Printlet, which is a weird name. Backed on a lot of projects, but this is his first created one. It's currently 16% funded, 19 days to go. It's a pretty short project. And I do not think it's going to happen. It just launched like yesterday. And it's pretty nice looking, which is a saying. But there are some issues. And don't be confused by this. Limited set of 168 custom playing cards. It's not 168 decks. It's 3 decks, 168 cards. This is the front of the box. It says Game Party on it with a diamond pattern, which is not the back design. And it just doesn't seem to fit with the rest of the theme, the rest of the look of the deck. You see a lot of nice embossing, which is pretty cool. And it's all about U.S. presidents. 3 different decks, as you can see. And there's a red one, I guess there's a blue one, and a green one. One of them is a stretch goal. This is weird here. 2 indexes, double indexes. Why on earth would you need that? I mean, just have a regular index and a suit indicator. That's all we need. This is just ridiculous. It's unnecessary. It's goofy. By the way, the artwork does not look like it was hand drawn. It looks like it was photoshopped. Whoops. I'm just saying, it just looks like it. Oh, crap. I apologize. Alright, back. Stupid computer. Also, they decided to add these wide borders as a feature. I don't know why people always do that. It's just weird. But, and I don't know. Maybe these cards were hand drawn. I don't know. To be printed by USPC. Here's the red edition. The back design is very nice. I like it. I really like the back design, even though the borders are a little bit thick. And as you can see, there's a red, there's a green, and I believe there's a blue. They've added a different color per suit, which is nice. I don't mind that at all. And while they're different, they're similar, so you can kind of, see the black cards and the red cards as similar. There's a magic add-on, which is a huge set of trick cards. So you get a whole bunch of gaff cards as an add-on. And that is what you get right now. If they end up hitting this stretch goal, you get a green deck instead of the magic add-on. And then, I'm not sure if there was... Oh. Crap. Sorry, having some technical difficulties. So that's that. We'll try to move on for this one. It's bad luck already. Yeah. Next up. That one, I said that my biggest problem with that one I wanted to mention is the fact that originally it was going to cost me like $51 in shipping for 2 possibly free decks to Canada. And that is just outrageous and ridiculous and not going to happen. And by the way, they're doing fulfillment with Amazon. I don't know if that's the issue or why it's an issue. They've actually gone back and communicated with them, and they've reduced it. Now instead of being £25, it's £15, which works out to like $35 Canadian. Still not going to happen. Still way too much. $15 is like the max I'll pay for shipping for like 2 or 3 decks. It's ridiculous. And then it's kind of weird that some people from Britain, from the UK, are doing a deck that is American presidents. That's just weird. Why wouldn't they do British royalty or something? I mean, I don't know. Anyways, let's move on. This is Season Task from Harris Sowetniko, aka Card Design. Previously, they did the Explore playing cards. Now they're doing Season Pass, which is all about before seasons. You can see 4 seasons illustrated on the front of the box in 4 different colors. And all over the back design. It's a nice, simple back design, but it's still nice. Colorful. Interesting and fun. Nice aces and everything. Looks like each suit has its own color. You can see it's an art deck. All the cards have different images on their faces. No pips. I think it would have been better as like a transformational deck. But it's okay. There's the spring, summer, autumn, for pumpkin of course, and Halloween. Winter, sorry. Halloween. I apologize. It is a winter. I don't know. You would think that winter would not be an orange suit, an orange pip, but whatever. They're not bad. They are currently 39% funded, 28 days to go, still lots of time. I'm not sure I like it as much as the Explorer deck. I think it's just a bunch of images. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but at the moment, I'm backing it, but we'll see what happens. And coming soon to Kickstarter, Oni playing cards on January 9th, 12 p.m. Eastern. That's all we get. There's no other images, no artwork, no previews. That's all we get. This is from the Daedalus Rogue Project, aka Dave Boyd, who tried again at these gig order playing cards and spy playing cards, and they didn't work. Nobody was interested. And I don't think these ones are going to do well either. Oni. Moving along to non-Kickstarter stuff. Well, this is actually Kickstarter as well. Coming January 12th, the Pipmen playing cards. Black Edition and Red Edition. I do have a review of a Black Edition prototype coming shortly before the project launches. I've been asked to delay that until then, but I do have it. I will review it. There it is, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific time, January 12th. And you can see it's all about the Pitmen. It's a transformational deck. There's guys all over the back design, and just all over the faces as well. It's a fun deck, trust me. Let's move on. Raven playing cards coming soon. I might have mentioned this last week. Probably I did. From magician Caroline Raven from Sweden, and designed by Stockholm 17. Very nice cards. Looking forward to them coming to Kickstarter early next year sometime. And yeah, I really like that. They're really nice. Nice back design. Simple, but still a nice deck. Fairly standard faces though. Let's see what's next here. This one, Heaven and Hell. Interesting deck to be coming out around this time of year. This is from flyingcoffin.com. Assuming everyone is under the assumption, I am under the assumption as well, that's produced by Make Playing Cards. They are $20 each, but a nice tuck case for foil. Interesting artwork. And this, here you see the cards a little bit. It's pretty nice. I mean, it's got a lot more effort than some Kickstarter decks do, that's for sure. And Joker, the court cards, it looks like it's, half of the court card is going to be a skull, zombie type guy, and the other half is going to be kind of a normal person, which is nice. And this is what the assumption is on the back design, which is also a one-way, but it fits with the whole theme. And I like it. I'm getting one review coming in the new year. Then there's this coming soon to Kickstarter, Diamond playing cards from Sisu and Alvin Cheng, is it? I forget his name. Alvin, anyway. Beautiful cards. They've been reworking them. They were going to launch them previously. They didn't. Here's a black version. Very nice. A white version. I'm looking forward to it. What is this? I think it might be a copyright issue, but I don't think so. But anyways, moving along. Black Lions from David Blaine. Still not shipped. Still somewhere. No idea where they are. I haven't received them. Other people haven't received them. Some people have, like this guy. Apparently he got free bricks, and they decided, we'll ship that first. But I'm disappointed by that. I don't understand why it is that every freaking year David Blaine has a release, there is an issue with it. It's just inexcusable, unbelievable. I don't understand why people keep supporting it. But, oh my god, I mean, can he not have 1 year where there is no issues with his website or his, whatever, the whole thing? Apparently some people are starting to receive them now, so that's good. But I haven't received any kind of tracking number. I'll have to check that out. Next up, this is new from the expert playing card company, the Superior brand playing cards, released through Conjuring Arts. It is the classic back design of theirs, as you can see. And the box, the tuck case, is actually designed by Jackson Robinson, which is kind of weird. Why would you have him design just a tuck case? Why not the whole thing? You got one of the best card artists around, and you have him design a tuck case for a fairly standard deck. Just kind of weird. Anyways, actually, I want to go check that out a little bit closer. They had a pre-sale of the decks a few days ago. I did not know about it until it was too late. I was able to get one of them, but the limited one I was not able to get. There was a classic one, and then there's a kind of a private reserve one. There was 200 of the classic available, 100 of the reserve available. More will be available later on, obviously. That was just a pre-sale. And apparently these ones are shipping directly from Taipei. Hopefully it's going by airmail and not slow boat like my last Conjuring Arts order that took like a month to get to me. Both of them are sold out right now, but they're coming back in the future. I think the only main difference between the classic and the reserve is that the reserve has gold foil on the back design, as you can see, and a black tuck case, while the other one is just a regular back design with a white tuck case. And then there's the price, $25, but it's pretty limited, so why not? As you can see, nice tuck case, pretty nice, pretty simple, designed by Jackson Robinson. Superior brand. These, by the way, feature a new stock called the Robusto, which is apparently their thickest stock yet. So we'll see how they handle. Anyway, this is coming soon, I believe, from bombmagic.tw, and it is the Lizard Bomber playing cards. Not a big fan of them. There's not much going on, just a couple of heads in the middle with the back design, and I don't know what the faces look like. And there's this, Mongol Empire, coming in January 2016 to Kickstarter. Very nice looking. I definitely am interested in that one for sure. And it's from C79 Studios. Not familiar with any other work they've done before, but I like what I'm seeing so far. And this, I just discovered yesterday. Choicepoint Cards has released a green version. I don't know when. They didn't promote it. Nobody else seemed to see it. I just found out about it. It's a green version, nice embossing on the tuck case again, and it has a foil circle in the center of the back design. And only $13. Same with the other ones. You can get them on the website choicecards.us. Completely custom, as you can see. Although it's kind of weird that this dot isn't in the center. Whatever. Anyways, that's that. Coming this week, more reviews. I got the Arcana Tarot deck, 52 plus Joker, Honeybees, Gold, Monarchs on Christmas Eve, and the Christmas deck on Christmas Day. That's what I got for this week. Have a good holiday. Happy holidays. Don't go out and get stampeded at Walmart or anything like that for Christmas shopping. That's what I got. See you next time.